What's up, my fellow collectors of all things scalable, hobbyists, YouTube enthusiasts, and the aliens from the pub? Welcome to another edition of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Today we're doing a really special piece in the studio. It is, of course, the QS001 Dark Knight by Hot Toys, the quarter scale. I've started him off in a simple pose to show off the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. And I've got to admit, this head sculpt is just something else, eh? It really is one of the best they've done of Christian Bale to date. Look at that. The eyes, the hair, look at the wrinkles at the side of his eyes. They've really gone to town on this piece. And by this piece, I mean the head sculpt. I've got him with his flight pack on. He's holding his cowl in his hand. He's got the Joker trophy, Scarecrow trophy, and he's showing us the Bane mask, saying, I've defeated them all, I'll defeat this one as well. Magnificent, magnificent piece. It's when I look at things like this that I realize how much I love my hobby. I've had such fun posing him. He's just, awesome. And he poses so easy. Okay, you have to foots here and there, but nothing to write home about. As you can see, he's got his grappling gun by his side. And if you look around the back there, that's half of the sticky bomb gun attached to his belt, and the other half is on the other side. I'll just go over his accessories. He comes with an EMP gun, 3 die-cast batarangs, a grenade, 4 mouthpieces, the Sona head sculpt or Sona cowl, 2 grappling hooks, the hands, mostly expressive hands and also weapon holding hands. That there obviously is extra wrist peg. This is the doohickey for changing out the mouthpiece and adjusting the movable eyes in the cowl. This here is his magnetic neck post. Takes both the Sona cowl and the ordinary cowl. And now that I'm in this configuration, let me show you those mouth plates. Look at that, man. Works of art on their own, each and every one of them. So you've got what I call the kissing one, which is the first one, this one here. I call that the kissing person, his lips mouth plate. You've got snarly mouth plate, talking mouth plate, and fourth and not last, well, he is last, I got that saying wrong, is just the standard I am Bruce Wayne faceplate. As you can see, he's got almost, I wouldn't say glass, but like clear transparent plastic over the eyes. When you turn the lights on, that thing is brighter. You can't even look at it. But I don't keep batteries in my figures in case they leak. So I can't be turning it on for you. So you get all of this goodness, plus the Scarecrow hat mask, the Joker mask, the diorama base with rocks and gravel, and a little girder at the side there. You can use that for all sorts of things. I use it usually to stand the straight leg on our right, so that I don't have to crunch the groin or the knee if I'm leaving him in a pose in a display cabinet like this. It just helps alleviate some of the pressure on the knee or the ankle. You can see how thin the material is around the ankle. That's why protecting it with 303 wipes is really, really necessary, because it's there where there's a lot of articulation there and those creases get worked. So you got to be careful of those. You also got to be careful of the crotch grabber in between his legs right at the top there. That can leave indentations which take ages to come out, if they come out. These indentations here, that's been I'd say a full week now. Was where I had the cowl just in his hand resting on his leg, and I'm massaging it every day with 303 wipes every second day, and yeah, it'll come out on its own. I'm just trying to hurry it up a bit. He's obviously got the utility belt with all the clip-on pouches and doodahs. You come up, and the Bruce Wayne head sculpt with neck collar is part of the accessories, as well as the flight pack. I've got a video in mind so that I'll be able to show you the flight pack from behind. But for now, I just wanted to concentrate on the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. I know it's a startup video for the segment, for this edition. And usually I would have started off with cowl and cape. And you can see the cape's missing. That's because I've got a Tony May cape, a long drape cape that you'll see during the course of the shooting. And I mean, that's just a work of art on its own. It drapes beautifully at the bottom of Batman. The cape that comes with Hot Toys, if you're a Hot Toys collector, you'll know the DX12, which is the 1.6 version, and the DX02 is the 1.6 version. They come with clips on the cape that fit in those holes at the top there where you see the flight pack disappearing into. But then it makes the cape stand up about 1 centimeter high from the top of the shoulder, and it looks horrible, eh? So most of us go with custom capes. I was very lucky because Tony May has gone over to 1/12. He's doing outfits and head sculpts and all sorts for the 1/12 figures. And I just took a chance and I scored a luck. But don't get me wrong, Jackson Hugh and Lucky Chandra from Unreal Toys, they also do wonderful, wonderful capes, eh? I'm in talks with him at the moment. Well, talks, he's given me the price for a wired cape for this bad boy. So, yeah, I'm just getting the funds together so that I can get one. He also does a cowl, unpainted and painted, that fits the faceplates that come with this Hot Toys figure. But for me, I mean, the paint app on this face is magnificent, eh? All the details, I mean, yeah, look at that, it looks real. What better compliment could you give? Yeah, I love this figure, as you can tell by the sound of my voice. I love my hobby, eh? It saved me in quite a few mental health problems, where I've been able to talk to the lads in the groups who are really fantastic people, eh? They go out of their way to help you. So yeah, I'm proud of the groups. I'm proud of the members. Yeah, I love my hobby. What can I say? What can I say? So at the moment, he's holding the proper cowl with the movable eyes. I've just taken the faceplate out. I don't know if we can see it from here. And I've turned the eyes. Oh, all totally inwards, so you only see all white. You do get empty cowls on the market, custom empty cowls. I just haven't acquired one yet. That girder at the back with the Joker head sculpt with the Joker mask on, that's detachable. I only use it when I'm using this Sonar flight pack. When he's got the cape on, it tends to interfere with the cape, so I usually take it out. Okay, I think that's enough informative information on a Batman. The Hot Toys QS001 Dark Knight Rises Batman. I'm going back into that face again. I just think it's really, really good, eh? He's also got a collar at the bottom of his neck there. So that fits over the neck, so to hide the gap from taking out the neck post. Very nice touch. And yeah, he's just, how do you say it, one of the jewels in my crown. Especially being a Batman fanatic. Yeah, this is just a piece de la résistance. But let's start going into some poses and showing the articulation off of this bad boy. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And then there is more 360s at the end, which is our new addition, our new way of showing off our figures. Me and Moate. So yeah, hang around till the end and watch the 360s. There's some awesome poses. Some are mine, some I've nicked. But yeah, I'll just go with the accessories one last time. So you get an EMP gun. You get 3 die-cast batarangs, 4 mouth plates, grenade, Sonar cowl which lights up, 2 grappling hooks, 6 hands, 8 hands with the hands he's holding, mainly expressive hands, and 2 weapon holding hands. The doohickey for changing the eyes and removing the mouth plate. That there is the magnetic neck post for the Sonar cowl and for the ordinary cowl. He comes with a scarecrow mask, the Joker mask, this fantastically detailed Bane mask, grappling gun and holster, sticky bomb gun in 2 parts that folds up and connects to a clip at the back. The cowl with the pièce system, the independent rolling eyes. You can change the eyes to whichever configuration you want within reality, of course, you know. You get all the pouches that clip onto his utility belt. You get the neck collar and then this fantastic head sculpt plus a cape. So all in all, you get a shitload of loveliness with this figure. You can see all the accessories, and a lot of the accessories he's wearing at the moment. So yeah, as I said throughout this video, you'll notice this is my favorite figure in my collection. But he's got a lot of competition at the moment with the Limp Toys Gunslinger arriving. So he's going to have to step up his game in the posing department if he wants to stay at the top spot. Okay, I'll leave yous looking into Bruce's eyes as he's telling us he's beaten Bane as well as the other two. See you on the flip. Got him standing in that iconic pose on top of the rooftops, looking down into the Chinaman's building. He's talking to Alfred, saying to him, this is the elevation, this is that, this is this. I'm using the sticky bomb gun to blow out the windows, and I'm going to use my glide pack to swoop into the building. This is in the movie when he uses that skyjack. It's a thing that the CIA came up with, where they actually hook. He's got a harness and he gets hooked onto the back of a plane, and I dragged the hell out of there. So that's what he does with the Chinese businessman who's got all the money from all the thugs in Gotham City. He's laundering the money for them through his business, all the dirty money. But then they didn't count on Heath Ledger, the Joker, coming in to throw the plan totally awry into chaos, which was the Joker's forte. Just now I'll turn him around and I'll show you the backpack and the sticky bomb guns, how they attach to the belt. But hey man, I love this piece so much. This is an instant grail for me, this one. I wanted him for ages, from the first time seeing him, and it took me ages to get him, literally ages. And now with the reissue, it's the exact same figure, but the base is different, because this, as I've said in some of the previous segments, this base is horrible. It's not horrible it's horrible in design. They didn't give us enough standing room. It's always, if you want a dope pose on him, the bent knee. So there's all his conquests, the Bane mask, the Joker, Scarecrow, and that's just a pair of a piece of steel girder you can throw at someone if you so wish. Okay, so what I've done is I've turned him around so you can see firstly the backpack, which is that, which, as I said, clips into the two holes that is used for the cape over the shoulders. That's the only attaching part. You come down, and this is the sticky bomb gun, and this has got a plate each that clips onto the belt, and then it's got like a lug hole, and there's a lug on the back of these sticky bomb guns, the parts, and it just slides in. And there's a perfect example. You can see, because of the way I've got him posed, how that plate is bent at a stupid angle. Now you don't want to leave it like that for too long, otherwise it's going to leave a real crease mark. So that's what I wanted to show you, is the back of Bats. And I mean, it's just as impressive on the back as it is on the front. Okay, so there we go. I'll see yous on the flip. Okay, this neck pose is Batman looking out over the tops of the buildings and saying to the Chinese banker, you can escape Gotham, but you can't escape me. I'm here for you. He's got his sticky bomb gun in his left hand. He's got his trusty grappling gun, which he uses for all occasions. He's got the Tony May cape on, with the raised fist and the snarling mouth, And he also has the Scarecrow, the Joker, and the Bane trophies, just to show the banker he means business. He's not letting this go. He is coming back to Gotham with me. So obviously shortly after this, he would take the cape off. He would put the flight pack on and engage the sonar equipment in the cowl. Ah, he looks nice, eh? I tell you what, the cape can make all the difference to a figure, eh? I found that out lately with the wired capes. I mean, I always knew custom capes added that little extra touch. But yeah, the wired capes take it to another level. So I can't wait to get one for this big bad boy. At the moment, I've got his cape folded in pleats going away all the way around the back. It's a pity you can't see it, but I like it to be right before I start videoing, you know, because it's got to be right, otherwise again you don't get the line. You see where that crotch grabber is, just under the groin? I've seen a lot of horrific stories about those two leaving marks, almost like a hole, if you leave it too long like this. So I prefer not to use a crotch grabber at all when he's in the display cabinet. But for this pose, I had to use it. I don't know why. Usually he stands quite well, but he just kept tilting to one side or the other. Maybe there's something under the studio floor that's making everything a bit cockeyed. But again, easy to pose. A bend of a leg here, a straightening of a leg there, changing her hands, and he's right. I mean, even if you go on to, if you can't come up with your own poses, check out some of the guys on YouTube. They don't mind if you use their poses. You know, it's actually dope. Just, you know, if it is a pose that gets a lot of attention, then say, you know, I stole this from da-di-da-di-da. They won't mind. I use, as I've said often in my videos, Dean Knight, Clipper King, the god of posing in my book. Justin's Collections, he comes up with some very nice poses. Yeah, there's some good guys out there, really good guys. You just have to find them, subscribe, and then start watching their videos. So in this, I don't think he would be wearing his grappling gun, but as I've said, I like him with it on because it makes me think of Gunslinger, like a fast draw artist. Especially when he's got the sonar flight pack on and the sonar head sculpt. When you put the hand in as if he's ready to draw. Oh, looks dope, eh? Well, for me it does, being a Western nut. The detail on that mouth plate, you can even see his 5 o'clock shadow on his chin. That's excellent, eh? Really, really good. I mean, the paint app on the head, on the Bruce Wayne head sculpt is really like top notch. And they've did the same paint apps to the mouth plates, which I think is a really, really nice touch, eh? That they've taken the time to do that. Okay, so there's a sticky bomb pose. I think one more pose and we're sorted. Isn't that right, Bruce? I am Batman. I know that, Bruce. I know. Yeah, I'm a pelican. Yeah, so it's awesome doing something that you love. I was one of the lucky ones where when I qualified as a technical illustrator, when I diplomaed, I got a job contracting in the military, on military contracts. And I, honest to God, used to love going to work. I used to draw 3D exploded perspective illustrations of tanks, helicopters. Yeah, so I basically got paid to color in, and I would construct these from engineering drawings. If you look back, you can see a couple of examples of my work in the early videos. And I've transferred that love completely over to my hobby. You know, it was always my hobby for years and years and years and years. From Necker to McFarlane, you name it. I've been there and done it. Comics galore. I've got a full cupboard full of boxes full of comics. You know, all the arcs. But now that I'm disabled and I can't work, I've transferred all of my energy to these figures. And as I say, it's kept me alive on more than one occasion. Just talking to the lads, reading the comments. But anyway, I digress. I'll leave you looking into that gnar face of Bruce. And he's saying he's coming to punch your teeth in. But I'll talk to him for you. I'll talk to him. So with that said, I'll see you on the flip. Okay, I'm trying to get him in a karate stance or a ninja stance that he's learnt under the tutelage of Raz Al Ghul. I'm sure the stance has sent shivers down many a criminal's spine when faced with that look and this stance. I'm sure he can deliver a very painful punch, or high kick for that matter, but I think he's set up for the punch. But then again, what do I know? I don't know karate. I can box. I was a good boxer in my day. Not now, like. I'm lucky if I can walk nowadays, since the accident. By gum. But look at that. Doesn't he look dope, eh? And I love that little, it looks like he's got like a sardonic smile on his face. Eh? A Joker smile. I've used that word twice today, sardonic. Let's see if we can get a boom shot, as they call it in the trade. No, not really, eh? It's not working. And if we can get him from this side to see the line. But to be fair, okay, listen, I don't really know my karate or anything like that, but I think the line has got to be in line with the shoulder, like parallel, where mine is not. My body is way too open, I think. But it looks good. Looks good in this pose. So, yeah, I definitely know my karate katas. This is the one that everyone from youngster, after watching a Bruce Lee movie, everyone has stood like this, but with the double fist, not the open palm. and challenged their mates. Maybe even bats Bruce seen the John Wick movie, because this is very reminiscent of John Wick's pose that I did the other day. I wonder if it's been an influence. Well, I'll tell you now, it has. Yeah, he looks dope, eh? Even the cape, I only had to foots for like 10, 15 seconds. And it, well, for me anyway, it just seemed to fall in the right place. The only thing I had to foots with a lot was that corner there, coming down around his side. That's what I love about these draped capes, eh? You just let them drape. I mean, then you just got to do a couple of little finishing touches and it works like a charm. There's he in the stance. He's just about to rip your gonads out, which I'm sure is not a very nice feeling at all. Never had it done. I've been kicked there, but never had them taken away with this, what's it called, gong-hao gonad bent wrist stance. Okay, I'll shut up. I'm searching for things to say now, you can just tell. But look at him, man. That would actually, I can't. I was going to say that would look dope in my display cabinet, but it hasn't got the depth to do this. Maybe I'll have a look. If I do, I'll take a video of the two of them together, him and Entebbe, or him and Joker, in this kung fu stance. What did I try and do the other day? Oh, that's right. I tried to put Bruce Wayne. I've got Bruce Wayne in a pinstripe suit with the Entebbe head sculpt on a quarter scale coup model body. And I put him next to this guy so I could have Bruce Wayne one side and Bats the other. But it towered above this Batman, towered above him, even on his stand. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if Hot Toys have shortened him or coup model, you know. I even checked to see if it had risers in. I thought maybe it's got ankle risers, you know. But no. There he is, the face of justice in Gotham City. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I could see that quite easily in my display cabinet. I think he actually looks quite dope. One of the best poses I've had out of him for a while. And yet so simple, eh? So simple. Okay. Let's see if we can get some of the line from this side without going out. Yes, no, that's as far as I can go. Sorry, karate fans. I was going to put the heavy snarly face on him in this pose and give out a big kia, but I thought no. If someone's old watching the video, like my age, they might have a heart attack with me going kia out of nowhere with his inner chi. But he does look dope, eh? You got to admit it. He does look dope. You just can tell me. You just can tell me. It won't go no further. Just write in the comments, Don, I think you simply the best poser I've ever seen. Yeah? Okay. So we'll try one more pose after this, and then I think it's time to hit the 360s. So don't piss him off while I'm away. because he looks ready to swing that fist. And I'll see you on the flip. So after that little karate demonstration, I thought what better way to round off his fighting skills with a Dempsey boxing stance. You can see how nar he is, which means angry in Afrikaans, nar. He's got the growly face on, the deep gravelly voice box, and he's ready for action. So if he doesn't get you with those concrete hard fists, he's got the leading leg to turn around and do a spin kick right in your gizzard. The cape is draped lovely, but that's what I love about Tony May's capes. They really are something to behold, on the figure. With no disrespect meant to Jackson or Lucky, because they also do fantastic capes. It's just, yeah, I've always loved Tony May's work, and I was devastated, lol. I think I'm writing here, devastated, lol. Devastated when he stopped and went over just to do 1/12. Which is, I think, the next scale down from this, is it? 1/12, this is 1/6. Who knows? But anyway, he does smaller version outfits now. And I'll tell you what, his work is just extraordinarily good. But I'm in the talks now, as I say, for a wired cape from Unreal Toys, Lucky Chandra, with the cowl. The cowl looks fantastic, by the way. But yeah, ever since getting the wired cape from Lucky for my BVS, and I've seen the limitless options you've got for posing, I just have to get a wired cape for this bad boy, and maybe even for the Enterbay. Now, I'm not using a crotch grabber or any stand, so I know the leg stance is not right for a boxer. I know that, but it's the way I had to put the leg straight ramrod back, this leg here, to get him to stand without the crotch grabber. But yeah, he's got his right bomb tucked there underneath his chin. He's going to be feinting with his left hand and then deliver a bomb of a fist with his right. But then if you go by the SSR Hush Batman, it looks like Batman's left-handed, because they only give you left hands. You only get 2 hands for the right hand, a fist and an open palm. And for the left hand, you get about 8. So he must be left-handed. I never knew that. I thought he was ambidextrous. Yeah, he looks mean as hell, eh? With this faceplate in. I've always loved this faceplate. It really, yes, it bounces, eh? Really, really nice. Look at the detail. I mean, that's superb, eh? That really is nice. So that's what you'd be facing in a dark alley if you were a criminal in Gotham. I mean, if the fists don't get you as well, besides the kick, you've got those nasty buggers. Double-bladed gauntlets. And it looks like that bloody barbed wire stuff that doesn't let go. The razor wire, I think it's called. Yeah, that stuff slashes you to shreds if you're caught in it. We had to use that stuff in the Marines to put around temporary bases that I say temporary bases, that we were going to be there for a while, and that stuff, yes, used to cut our hands to shit, eh? But you're in the army, so they don't really care. They've got more troops than they have tools, so rather keep the tools safe and use a troop. Okay, that's only during basics, not when you're doing your courses. So what do you think? Dope pose? Dope pose or what? I could see him in my cabinet like this. I've got those wing nuts that you can, for those in the know, we used a thing called a detolf. DETOLF. You can get them at IKEA in this country. I don't know where else you can get them, but just IKEA for now. And they've got 1, 2, 3 shelves inside. And that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves to put figures on. But you can take one of the shelves out and put these steel hauser clamps, you know, little U-shaped clamps, and you can change the position of one of the shelves, so you can put a higher or taller figure in, or a statue. And yeah, I've done that to my detolf, so I could get him in like this. He won't fit in my quarter scale display cabinet because it has got enough depth. But I'll get him in a detolf. I think he looks quite dope like this. And there's no strain on the suit. He's standing on his own, so we won't need a crotch grabber or a waist grabber. So yeah, pretty damn dope. Pretty damn dope indeed. Okay, one last pan. And then we'll get down to the business of doing some epic 360s. This boy is gonna bounce in the 360 zone. Batman! Okay, maybe one overhead shot, such as that. Come out slowly. I can't see what I'm doing there, so I hope it works. And then fold. And there we have him, man of the moment. So I'll leave it like that. Hope you enjoy these videos. It's a beautiful piece, and I hope the videography has done it justice. But for now, I'll say peace out. All right, so this is my holding you up against the wall and slamming fist repeatedly into your face pose. And he's still not even angry. So there you have, he's getting ready to unleash that punch, and he's got his hand up against your neck. You come down, he's got his legs spread apart, all the weight balanced on his back leg, with the right leg ready to spring. And I don't know how he's looking on video, but he's looking very dope in front of me. So this time I've done a whole slew of just using his hands fighting poses. Because to be fair, he doesn't use weapons that much, does he? There's the new faceplate on him. Look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Remember that, Little Britain. Look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Eddie looks dope, eh? You can see why people love this figure, especially if they're Batman fans. He just looks superb, eh? the line seems to flow naturally with this lad. You don't have to do a whole load of kerfuffling to get him right. Kerfuffling means foreplay in Afrikaans, but we use it in slang for all sorts of things. Kerfuffling, bit of foreplay. So yeah, he just comes right. Yeah, that's dope, eh? You know what I mean? But that takes up a lot of space. You can imagine with the cape and the outstretched arm. Well, look at the circumference of the tray that he's on, this extension plate. That must be easily 400 diameter. And he's filling that with cape, arms, and legs. So I'd never get him, maybe in a detolf on a custom shelf, but I wouldn't get him like this in my quarter display cabinets. I just haven't got the depth. So that's what you'd be seeing from on top, and if you dare venture below, that's him doing the toothsome shuffle on your face. Oh, he's a dope figure, eh? I wish you could see him in hand like I'm seeing him. He's posed so lovely today, eh? Really, really nice. And all he's got holding him up is one of those 1/6 scale translucent stands with a crutch grabber. So it's just, he's actually not even using it. It just gives him a balance point. So, you know, I can move it around, because I was doing this in a 360. And I thought, no, we have to get that in a pose. Oh, you know what I mean. Yeesh, Baba. It's a good one. Let's see if I can do that old trick again. There we go. So that's the hand you'd see coming towards your face. And then you'd come up and over, ready for that fist, just a pummeling you. By gum, he's a lovely piece. No, I don't know where that came from. I'll blame Cranky Collector. Ever since he showed me that photo of him and the parrot. It would have been funny if the parrot bit him, eh? He came out of a restaurant and there was a guy with a parrot outside, and he went to go over and say how's it and all that, and you can see from the photo he's shitting himself in case the parrot bites him, eh? It was a big parrot. It would have taken his lip off, eh? I still cackle about that. Okay, now I'm just starting to add drivel. So I'll leave you like that. Let's get this video together and prepared. Get it live. Gunslinger goes live today. So I'm looking forward to your reaction on that, because that is a dope video, eh? Even if I say so myself. So I shall leave juice here. Yeah, please hit subscribe, hit like, do all three, hit the trifecta. It's almost Christmas. And me and Moate say God bless to you and your family. Peace out.